How was everybody holiday? Um, I want to take time out to pray for those that wasn't feeling well. Um, had a couple of people in my family not feeling well. Pray for them that they get better. There's a couple of things I want to talk about before I get into this passage of Hosea chapter 6. You know, it's always another consecutive chapter. It always goes on and on and on. Um, Something came to my attention with these teachers that's in these schoolhouses and they're teaching these children, or more say that there's more women that's been caught up in a conflict affliction with these younger adults that they're supposed to be teaching and showing the right way and showing them the future of the right path. But some of these teachers, they kind of do things that's out of the normal. And out of the normal is that they're having relationships with these students. And I just seen another one. And I'm just here to tell you all that the only way to stop that from happening is that you start asking these teachers on the application, have they ever been touched as a child themselves? Because it's becoming more evident that these children don't know that these teachers that's supposed to be teaching them have this problem. And so these teachers are getting in relationships with these students, which are minors, and they're doing all this, stuff. And another teacher that was supposed to be a supervisor over this child instead took the chance to take advantage of this child. And so I'm trying to wonder if anyone in the educational board would ever think educational, get it, to start asking these teachers have they ever been touched as a child, because we've come to find out that once they're been found out to be having a relationship with these children, their favorite go-to line is that they was touched as a child. So then that opens up the saying that, oh, someone who was touched as a child, they grow up and hurt people, and we're tired of that. We're so sick and tired of that. That that line done got so old to where if you people still thinking that we're gonna keep believing that because you got touched as a child, that makes you grow up 20 years later and do the things that you do, that needs to stop. So I was just wondering if there's anybody in the educational board that thinks that maybe we should start putting that on the application, and maybe these teachers that touching on these little kids won't get hired. They won't get hired because they told you that they also was sexually abused as a child. And so I just want to get that out there because I'm starting to see a pattern, and the pattern always fall back that they're telling the people that they were also sexually abused as a child. So that makes it a reasonable reason why they're touching on other people's children. And we're just so sick and tired of it. The storyline is so old. And it seems like that's what they go to because that's what they know to say to make sympathy come amongst the predator. So sick and tired of it. Anyway, let's continue. Hosea chapter 6. It's another consecutive chapter. It goes on and on and on. Come and let us return unto the Lord, for he hath torn and he will heal us. He hath smitten and he will bind us up. After 2 days will he revive us, and the third day he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight. Then shall we know if we follow unto known the Lord. Double period. His going forth is prepared as the morning, and he shall come unto us as the rain, as the latter and former rain unto the earth. O Ephraim, what shall I do unto thee? O Judah, what shall I do unto thee? For your goodness is as a morning cloud, and as the early dew it goeth away. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. Period. For I desire mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God more than burnt offerings. But they, like men, have transgressed the covenant, and there have they dealt treacherously against me. Gilead is a city of them that work iniquity, and is polluted with blood. And as troops of robbers wait for a man, so the company of priests murder in the way by consent, for they commit lewdness. I have seen a horrible thing in this house of Israel. The period. There is the whoredom of Ephraim. Israel is defiled. Also, O Judah, he has set in harvest for thee when I return the captive of my people. Period. That was Hosea chapter 6. It's another consecutive chapter. It goes on and on and on. It's an exhortation to repentance, a complaint of their untowardness and iniquities. And this is the judgments against the priests. Period. So in those days, we all know that God is the way. We should all return to Him. And no, we all not perfect. We're not perfect people. But that was chapter 6 of Hosea. If you want to go and get your own interpretation, you can. Like I say, I'm always going to read the first verse because the first verse is where it all begins and where it all starts. Come and let us return unto the Lord, for he hath torn and he will heal us. He has smitten and he will bind us up. Then shall we know if we follow unto known the Lord. His going forth is prepared as the morning, and he shall come unto us as the rain, as the latter and former rain unto the earth. Therefore I have hewed them by the prophets, I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and the judgments are as the light, and that go forth. But they like men have transgressed the covenant, there have they dealt treacherously against me. And as troops of robbers wait for a man, so the company of priests murder in the way by the consent, for they commit lewdness. I have seen an horrible thing in this house of Israel. There is the whoredom of Ephraim. Israel is defiled. Also, O Judah, he has set in harvest for thee when I return to captivity of my people. Period. Always remember that God loves you. Jesus, so do I. Always remember that you're worthy, you're eternal, you made. Who is us? We God's people. That's who we are. That's who we are. And don't forget your water. Don't forget your fruit. Phyllis, she love that steak and lemon and lime water. And don't forget your lemonade. And for you all that do have heart problems, drink you some coconut water. It'll help you out. Happy holidays to you all. Hello, Mrs. Jennifer. Thank you for being my first person on this morning. May God bless you and your family and continue to give you the things that you need in this world and continue to show you your way. I read Hosea chapter 6 this morning. It's a small passage, but it's very strong, and it has a lot to do with today's time that we're all seeing. And if you want to go in and read it for yourself, you can. Yeah. So that's what I have for y'all this morning on this good Saturday. It's a beautiful day. As you can see, the sun is up very early. And I'll see y'all on the next one.